welcome back to my channel. I am Lilac from Cozy Up with Kindle on YouTube, on Instagram. So yes, I am Lilac Please UK on YouTube and Twitch as well, just so I'll get all my socials out there first. So I am doing a overview of my reading journal, which is done digitally. So I use my Samsung tablet, which is an S9 Plus, which I got back in September, I would want to say. Pretty much it's literally like that. You can see a little bit, but it is reflective. So I use a S Pen, which I get with the tablet when I got it. So this, I use a app, and then I got my reading journal from Etsy. So that will only cost me like £3 or £4, and then the app, I think it's free. Not 100% sure, because you might have to do like a subscription, but that doesn't bother me because the subscriptions are not that expensive. So I do use that. I find Goodreads, it's not Goodreads, it's GoodNotes. GoodNotes is not great on the Android. It does work a lot better on iPads, but I don't have an iPad, I have a Samsung. So technically I am on Android and I am not going to Apple. So I have an Android phone as well, so you know. So with this, I go into depth with how I use my S Pen, how I do my layouts as well, and I will do a step-by-step of what's going on as I do it. So hopefully I'm doing quite a good job at this. I'm not sure if I will. I did do a couple of mistakes when I did the screen record, so please bear with. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also leave a comment for something that I haven't mentioned or you want to know a bit more about, and I'll get into that as soon as I can. So hopefully it's a bit more in depth. And I'll see you at the end of the video. Hi, so this is what my tablet looks like. So I am using NoteShelf as my PDF reader / writer app that I use on my Samsung S9 Plus. So here I have in my Google Drive is where I have all my digital planners. So I have a big planner, say a simple planner, but I use the big planner, and then it has all the different, I just knocked the mic, I do apologize. So this isn't a voiceover. So in here, in NoteShelf, oh my god, and then I just put import document, which is the PDF file, and then when you find it on your tablet, you select it and then import it, which I am going to do here because it is one of the first things I downloaded onto this tablet, so that is the reason why. So you can change and put a different picture here. I just haven't done it. What I've done in this one, I think, or am I just going to do it? I might just do an overview. So as you can see, I have the pen tool already marked, and it marked the page, so I just undid that very, very simply. So the first page is your shelf, the next one is your library, and I'm just moving the pen selection over. So the library, you get, I think it's 20 pages, I think, yes, it's 20 pages, and then it goes into book review, and then so you have all of them for that. I think I'm going backwards. Can't remember why I went backwards for. I think it was just because I went wrong and I thought, hang on a minute, am I in the right place? So yes, it is a little bit confusing. It's easy to get lost in these PDF files, but I do find this one is the easiest one for me. So the book review, it literally has like the book title, everything that you need. It even tells you if you've got it as a book, a ebook, or an audio. So you can even track your audiobooks on here, which is great for that. I do apologise by that cough. I'm still getting over the flu that I had in beginning of January, so I do apologise, guys. So you have your yearly overview, which has everything you need for a yearly overview. So it does show only 20 books. So if you do more than 20 books, this is probably not for you, but it is for me because I don't read 20 books a month. If I did, that is amazing. If I don't, that's amazing as well, because some months I don't read at all. So this is a good way of doing this. So on the monthly ones, you have book of the month, which does the whole 12 months. On the monthly reading, it tracks everything. So like every day you read, what titles. If you do need to add in another page for that, you can. It's easy. You just click on the 4 squares and then add duplicate page, and that will do that for you. The only thing it won't do is the links, the hyperlinks that you've got for that page. So yeah, and then you've got reading monthly log. I never use that. Favorite authors, sometimes use it, not all the time. Favorite books, that's a great place to put them, especially if you're doing ebooks, because that means you can go out and buy the books if you want to book. The wish list, I never really do. You've got book challenges, so you've got your 10 book, 25 book, 50 book challenge and 100 book challenge. Then you've got a place to put all your favourite quotes. And then I just go to the end page. Then it's notes pages. So these ones you can duplicate and put them into different areas if you want. There's so many different types of note pages in this. And then the sticker page is the last page. So you can get stickers for these, and then you can add and whatnot. So I'll go back to the front page. So on this index page, I just get all my pens that I've got and then write them or scratch them onto the page so that it looks like I'm doing a test page for pens. As you can see, like, this is me. It doesn't quite work with the screen recording, but I get there. But we get there. We eventually get there, so it's fine. I've got highlighters. I've got pens that I've already marked in the right colours that I use for my reading journals. So I have 2 highlighters, and then I use black pen. I got a darker colour of highlighter as well, so it's like you've got different types of them. I just use all types of stuff. So you can actually add a pen and change the colour to how you want it. I found that was a little bit too thin, so I just made it a little bit thicker. Because what I tend to do is use this white pen to white out white lines, so it doesn't look so weird when I write on them. So I didn't do it in this video, I'm gonna say, but if I do a up-to-date on next month or whatever, or if I want to do a screen recording again, I'll show you how I use the white pen. Because I also have a keyboard and mouse that I can plug into this tablet, and I can use that, and I use that a lot to type up like book reviews and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I have my tablet. I really like my tablet so much. It's so easy to use. So on this page, or do I go to I think I go to the library first. Nope. I copied and pasted this from my other book that when I started it, so I do apologise that I did not write this out, but it's so hard to write sideways and not have it tilt. I did also find out that I spelt one of the books wrong, so I do change it and put it in right. As you can see, I put the fate out, and it should be the fake out. It's because I was doing it late at night and I was just not having a good time with it. So I think I'm actually writing in the new book that I just read, and it's not the greatest. As I say, like, you try writing on this whilst doing a screen recording, it does not work. But I get there. I will tidy it up, I promise you. After I've done this video, I will tidy it up. So those are the 10 books I have read this year so far, and we're halfway through February. We're halfway-ish through February. So in this one is I go into my library. I have got all of the pictures of the books from Google Images, and then I just saved it to my tablet, and then I just resize it with my pen, and then plop them in. So it's easy. It's simple and easy to do this. Anybody can do it. I say anybody that can do this. It's hard work. It is hard work. Especially when you've got 10 books, you're like, oh my god, that's just too much to do. I did have this all in my other one, so I've just copied and pasted a lot of it. But I just wanted to show you how easy it is to do this. You can write it, transfer the text into, well, your handwriting into text. If you're not happy with your handwriting, you can also just type it out straight away. It has a text spot. And with this one, this app that I use, I find the hyperlinks work really well, because I found with the Samsung Notes it doesn't work, and I don't know if it's just because I've done something wrong or what, but it never works for me at all. I'm having a quick drink. I do like the screen recording on the Samsung. It's so much easier than doing it over the top, because I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work very well. I'm so glad I did it this way. It actually looks like I'm doing it on my actual computer screen, but I'm not. It's definitely a tablet. And I do have a pen screen for my PC as well, which I hardly ever use now. I do some digital art, so that's the reason why I've still got it. But I use my tablet actually to do it, because I have the program on my tablet as well. So I did get this start from Google as well, and I just put in star PNG, I think it was, which means that the background's completely gone. And then I found one that I really liked, and I just used that as my 5-star rating. And then this is where I just put it all in one area, and then I use my lasso tool, which you've seen, copied and paste it, and then literally copy and paste and put them into everywhere. So my rating this year has been 5 stars and 4 stars. I've not found anything 3-star or rubbish, like a 1-star. I've never done a 1-star in my life. I only read books that I really like. So yeah, I'm getting into a little bit of graphic novels, whatever you want to call them, webtoons. I want to get into a bit of manga, but I'm not 100% sure because I'm not that familiar with it. So I want to go down a few of them, but I'm not 100% sure. And with those, I prefer to read on my Samsung or in person, in physical book. So I'm not 100% sure what to do with those. I do have the BTS book, which I'm not going to put in here because it is one of those reads that I read a little bit every now and again, and I use read it on my tablet because there's images in it, and that's the only reason. But I do have it on the Kindle. A little bit of saving money, but other than that, I want to support my boys. which at the beginning you've seen my wallpaper on my Samsung, which is Stay, which is one of my favourite songs because JK wrote it. Jungkook. I can never say his name right. I think it's Jungkook, and he literally wrote that song, and I love him for that. So here we go into the book reviews section, and I just redo the stars and literally lasso tool, copy, paste over. So what I do is I do copy and paste a lot of things just because it's so much easier. And I find it's easy. It's not as time consuming, but it's like cuts your time in half. So if you can copy and paste something, so be it. Like, I love it. It's one of the reasons why I like digital journaling. So this was an ebook, so I just highlighted the ebook and literally, I can't remember what I'm doing here. I think I'm getting the right pen out, but I think I changed my mind. Yeah, I'm just going to do the stars, copy, paste over to the next page. I think I'd delete one of these just so that I've got it for the next one. Yeah, so literally copy and paste, like, from the previous page onto the next page. Like, this is how simple I find this, and it's so much quicker than... I would love to just design my own journal, because I am an arty person, but I don't have the time, because I do stream, I do work, and I do get really, really tired because of my pain management, which I am trying to get better at. The pain is horrendous. So the reason why I have a lot of pain is the fact that I have scar tissue down my central nerve, and it's repaired itself wrong, which took them nearly 2 years to figure out, and then I had an operation and they couldn't fix that, but they fixed the other part of that because I got a disc half in, half out, which was leaning on my central nerve as well. So that got sorted. They cushioned it with, not going to be nasty, but fat from my hips, because I am a plus size girl, and I'm proud of it. So yeah, and I do have a lot of health issues like PCOS, so it's just one of those things. I learned to love myself. So whilst I'm going through all of these pages, I will go into a little bit more depth on my health issues. So I also have, I don't even know how the correct wording, but I have bone spurs on both of my ankles. So that means I have growth of bone on the bottom of my feet, on the ankles in specific, which they said the only way to get rid of it is through electric pulses through the ankle or any operation. So I'm trying not to do any of those at the moment, but it looks like I might have to, because it's getting to the point where it's getting really, really sore. Hopefully I can get this sorted. Who knows? So as you can see, some of these books are to do with plus size people. Mostly the female are plus size. I am trying to read a few more books that have got plus size to bring that forward. Like in this one, the curvy girls can't date quarterbacks, and they've crossed out can't. The female in that has also got PCOS. Now, the only reason I didn't give this a 5-star is because it is quite young, and I did feel the age in that. So I wish I had these books when I was that age, as I found out I had PCOS at the age of 17, and I'm only getting, it took until last year, so I was 24 no, not 24, 34. I'm making myself out younger than I am. 34. Took them till 34 years old, and now I'm getting the help that I should have been getting at the age of 24, basically. So yeah, I'm a little bit behind with the whole thing. So I am trying to get a lot better at this. So yeah, I am happy with this. So as you can see, I do move it around, get it into the right places. And this is also to do with BTS, the 7 Fates of Chico. I want to say it's Chaco, but I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce it. I am trying to learn it. I have tried to listen to the BTS guys say it, because they do a lot of interviews about this, because they did a behind the scenes and then they did a song to promote this series on a webtoon. But I love it because it's tigers. I just love it. So there is a picture in my gallery on my tablet which has each of the members, what's the word, characters in this this webtoon. So hopefully I remember who's who. It's a little bit hard working, but I remember seeing it and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna remember this. Nope, never remembered any of them. I love Laura Olympus, it's amazing. And you'll see later on, I read 6 books in my first month, which that's never happened before. And I've read 4 books this month so far. Airfire, oh my god, this was like hard work to get through. But I loved the story, I loved everything about it, and I loved the world. I think it's because I read all 3 books previous to this back to back, and I think I just put myself in like a reading slump of this world, and I needed something to break it up a little bit. So I ended up going back to that book. So I started it last year and I finished it this year. It's the only one that I have that's like, oh my god, like it's taken forever. I was watching YouTube and doing this at the same time, so you might see like some pauses. That's the reason why. I love this picture. Just I would never wear a skirt that short in my life. I don't wear skirts anyway. But I do love how it's promoting body image, like positively and stuff like that. And saying my other book was Curvy Girls Can't Date Quarterbacks. She's also a curvy girl and he is a quarterback. Now I am reading about American football. I'm not a football fan of American football. Let's just put it that way. To me, it's rugby. Our English version of American football is rugby. And I don't get the American football because it's not using their foot. We have football. We have what Americans call soccer. And I'm not a football fan. I like my basketball. I would love to read books about basketball more. That is my goal. Because I do like my basketball. So as you see, like this is how I would write it. So you can write it. Just take me a while to write the thing. So if you don't like your handwriting, which I kind of like mine anyway, not the best. I would like to have been more cursive, but writing on a tablet is not easy. and you can convert to text. So I then go into this, take out the line that it adds in all the time, and then just go convert to text, and then it does this. I don't know how to get more fonts in this, so if anybody knows, help a girl out. I do the same for this. I do it for all of it, so if you have ever written it all out, and then do this way, I always bold it for this section, and then just slide it into place. So I'm showing you how I would type this out as well. The only downside is it's like underneath the keyboard, and you will see I made a lot of mistakes. But you can do it this way as well. Normally I do have my theme layout to my wallpaper, but because it's BTS, I didn't want the blue, I wanted the purple, because our colour in K-pop is purple. And I am Army. Oh my god. I am Army. Yes, I am a 35-year-old who loves BTS. And I'm not ashamed of it, because I think they're amazing. And I always like the younger boys. I always like the ones that are naughty as well. They shouldn't have this and they shouldn't have that. That's just my thing. I like Blue as well. And I like Lee Ryan in that. So you can see where I get that from. So I'm moving it to another place now to try and get this to work out for me. Because it, as I say, it is annoying. There we go. And then I need to bold it as well. So I'm really happy with how that's turned out. And then I couldn't get the keyboard back up again. I was like, no, why are you doing this to me? Because it's at the end of the page, so it's like, it's so much harder to type on. But we get there. We get there. Slowly but surely. I'll probably see like a spelling mistake and I'm like, oh no, I need to go back and sort that out later. That's what happens when you're watching YouTube and doing this at the same time. You're like, no, not happening. I have got the second book of this series on my Kindle. I'm trying to think what else we're doing. I think this is where I was going to show you how I do it. All of this on the page, and I was like, nope, not happening. And then I'll fill out my monthly page with my favourite book of the month. It was between this and Seven Fates, but as it's already a webtoon, I was like, I'll put a proper book in there. I wanted to read, this is where I go wrong, so you'll see I put 5. And I didn't, I actually read 6. I had to go back and I was like, hang on a minute, that doesn't count up. Just adding in the last book that I've just read. So as you can see, I'm only 2 books off as 6 again this month. I won't get 2 books in by the end of the month, I will say that. So I'm either going to have 4 books or 5 books this month. Not sure what to read next, so that is my dilemma right now. And this is where I am correct. So that is that. February. I think I copied it from the other one to this one. Then I realised the handwriting does not work very well right now, so I'm just like, oh, why is it not working? And this is where I would really restart my tablet and then boot it back up again. Just for now. Seeing if I can do the stars. That didn't go to plan either. Then it goes absolutely, what the hell goes on here? I have no idea. And I'm like, what? That's going out wrong. And I think I do it this way, and then I realise I could have just copied and pasted. See, I do forget things. I am blonde, naturally. I know I'm like purpley red right now. But I am naturally blonde. And this is how I'd have my hair. As I say, it's so much easier just to copy and paste. So lazy. I think digitally journaling is great for how everything turns out right now. And then I realised I need to really... Oh, this is from my other one. So you can see my actual one that I do use. I just thought I'll restart it and show you guys how I do it. And then go from here. I think I clean it all out. And then I realised I've got a pencil on. And look how cleaner that looks when it's not on this recording thing. So I just delete that, add that in, move it all the way up. And then I realised that I actually put 0901 as a finish date of Error Fire, so that needs to be changed to 02. So I do change that, I think, at some point. And I realise I need to write out every time. I think you can zoom in even more, but you can't. But as you can see, like, the pen is not working with me here. I get there eventually. We get there eventually. And then I changed that to 2. I think I had to stop recording, screen recording, to write it. The struggles. The absolute struggles. I think this is where I found something interesting on TV and I was like, I'll watch it. So other than that, I'm trying to think what else I'd normally do. Oh no, I was trying to find out when I actually started this. So this is what my Goodreads is for. Looking at when I started a book, when I finished a book. Gives me the dates and everything. Will love it. And then I go on to my book challenge. So I've already done 10 books, so that is completed. I need to write on the date, actually. I think I might do that right now whilst I'm recording this. So, yeah. I love this case because as I what was it? It has somewhere to put my pen as well, so it doesn't always have to be attached to the back of the tablet or the side of the tablet. And that was completed 16th of the 2nd, 2024. So I can actually complete that challenge really, really quickly. So I'm quite impressed. This is me trying to find out which highlighter I like better. So I did the green one this time. And just copied and then paste. It's so much easier to do this. I've not sped up any of this. I've kept it in real time, so you see what I'm doing all the time. Every interval, every time I stop is because I was watching a YouTube. And no, just to keep up with everything else that's going on. And then I move on to the 25 book challenge. I set my reading goal. I think it's 35. I think. I don't think I actually filled that out in this one. And then on the 50 book challenge, and I just do the first book of each one. This is where I had to count and calculate everything up. I try not to do too many ones. And then I was trying to figure this out and it was not working for me. You see me moving things around and I'm like, Just me counting them. Yeah, it's 10. No, my lucky one would be 10. So you can make this as neat, as messy looking as you want. Like you could just put one highlighter straight through it. You could make it so it looks colourful, like it's a proper book, like the pages, different colour to the cover, but it's up to you. I just do it this way because this is the easiest way for me. As I say, like, I'm easy. I need to go easy. I've tried doing everything else. I've tried doing a proper book. I can't keep up with it. So this is my easiest way and the easiest way to keep up with things. And then on the favourites page, quotes page, I don't do anything with. So yeah, I am going to leave you guys out here. As you can see, this is my series checker and I just copied it from the other one. So much easier. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. So that is how I do my reading journal. My reading journal is what works for me and I love it. I've tried several different ones and this is the best one I've found. You may not like it, it may not suit your needs, but I find it suits my needs very, very well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.